Everyone, to another episode of the Notts County Career Mode, where we are about to be starting Season 2 after obviously getting promoted up from EFL League 2 to EFL League 1. Got a long road ahead of us as far as making sure things kind of go our way, as well as making sure we don't get relegated. But also, can we push for back-to-back promotions? As you can see, second in the league. Kind of fell off a little bit towards the end, struggled with kind of the team identity. Going to try to not do that this upcoming season. And shocker, shocker, they want us to stay at the club. Whoever could have guessed that? Also, got to look at the objectives from the board. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy, too difficult. But I do feel like we're maybe one or two players away from really challenging as a true mid to upper table side. I think with a couple of loan players we'll get back, and putting people in the right positions for them to do good will certainly help us in this go around. Formation-wise, I'm thinking of switching us to a 3-4-2-1 just to kind of utilize the team we have built. That is obviously very subject to change, but I just feel like with the team that we kind of have, it makes the most sense. Might also maybe look at a 5-2-3, just one of those sort of formations. Our customized club, I think, yeah, we can only change the stadium. Stadium looks fine. All right, let's advance to the 2nd of July, because our loan players should come back. Players we've sold should leave. Then we can truly sit down and look at the team. So yeah, we got a couple players leaving on loan, a couple players just departing, and I think we had 2 players come back on loan. So let's just go straight to the squad hub, sort by overalls. So Rafa Sepulveda, got him from the youth academy last season, loaned him out for the second half of the year. 71 overall, going to be the kind of ticking piece of this team, going to be what really carries us. Striker in Macaulay Longstaff, obviously that good of a player we're going to keep around for quite some time. But I see Sepulveda, very good dribbler, so it's something a little bit unique. Longstaff, pretty all-around striker. Namane, he's a quick winger. That's pretty much all I can really say about him. He's fast, and it works for him. Daniel Crowley, I just call him Crawley. Very good playmaking, attacking midfielder. He's got technical, he's got flair traits. And then we got Jody Jones, who I'm probably going to end up selling. Not the biggest fan of him, just haven't used him at all this series. Aiden Stone, we're going to keep in goal for a little while. Will Randall kind of fell into favor towards the end of it. David McGoldrick, backup striker. I don't plan to have him start. He is very over the hill. He's down to 49 pace. But club legend, help us secure a promotion spot, and if we ever need a goal, he's a very good player to bring on. Paul Lennon, very good inverted right back, but I think I might switch him to left mid to kind of fit that 3-4-2-1 formation a little bit better. Matt Palmer, very solid box-to-box center mid. Cameron, a decent center back. Chickson will probably do a really good shift to that left mid position. Bostic, the most underrated player at this club. Like, I will die on that was a hill I will die on. So I think looking at this team, I think we should switch to that 3-4-2-1 because you have Sepulveda, Crowley center forwards, length. Yeah, let's look at it on paper first to see how it truly does look. I will also look to change our game strategy. So one thing I don't like about the default formation is how kind of clustered everything kind of is up top. Like, I like to bring these outside mids really down along with the midfield line, push a striker up top. Because the way that I play is really letting the center forwards get a whole lot of space, get the ball into them, then let them make a play. Really looking to feed the striker. So obviously I kind of attack things a little bit differently. So we'll put Sepulveda there. We'll put Crowley at this left center forward. Who's got better shooting? So Crowley is a better passer. Sepulveda is a better dribbler. I'm trying to think with Sepulveda with these formations. Will he be dribbling vertically more, or am I going to try to cut inside and dribble? But Sepulveda does have a 5-star weak foot, so I think we will keep him out there. Bostic and Palmer, center mids, no question about that. Nemane on the right. And I'm really tempted to put Lennon at this left mid position. I know he's a little bit out of it. It's not exactly his thing. But just pure stat-wise, really, really like what he has to offer. And Nemane, obviously on the right, very good. He's got a lot of pace. And since he can't play right wing back, I'm seriously considering just playing a 5-2-3 just to make things a whole lot easier. Because Sepulveda could do it. He's fast enough, same with Crowley, to get away with being on the wings. Just have them cut inside, play a little bit of a free roaming role, and Langstaff up top. Because I'm seriously considering switching to that. The problem right now, we don't have the center backs. We have a single center back at the entire club. So we don't have the players, we don't have the facilities to even run a 3 at the back formation. So how bad was overall drop if we were to be a right wing back? I think I'm going to go with the 5-2-3 just because it's a formation I have used in the past, have a somewhat decent understanding of how it works. And down in the lower leagues of England, League 2, League 1, even some championship teams, it is explicitly 5-back formations all across the board. Everything's either a 5-back, a variation of a 5-back, a 4-4-2, or a 4-3-3. So at least with a 5-back, we would be kind of matching personnel a little bit. So I think we will go with the 5-2-3 formation. But we need center backs. And the easiest way to do that, let's scout. But first, we should decide on a team identity. Or a team strategy. So let's change our vision. Actually, let's go. I like looking at the team visions in tactics in the team management thing because it just gives you a little bit of kind of a basic of what it's kind of like. Because I am considering using wing play just because of the fact that we will have wing backs and outside mids that will be cutting inside. But I just want to see it's balanced. Not tiki-taka, not gegenpressing. Park the bus. I don't want to be too boring, though. Counterattack could... It could be something there in that 5-2-3. Could play a nice little counterattacking style. Because our strengths would definitely be our front 3 with the team we kind of have right now. So we will go counterattacking right now. And it does suggest the 5-2-3 formation. So I think we will go counterattacking style. We will go Sepulveda as a right winger. Crowley as a left winger. Bostic and Palmer as our center mids. Lennon as our left wing back. We'll need to get new center backs. And Nemane can actually get a shift in right wing back. He's not really going to have to defend all that much, but his pace going forward, especially since I'll probably have Sepulveda, Crowley kind of come inside and overlapping wing backs. But then, does that just not counter everything I want to have done? Oh no, never mind. I switched to counterattack. That's right. So yeah, plan will be Langstaff to kind of look to get in behind. Sepulveda and Crowley to kind of cut inside, overlapping wing backs. Think this will really work for us. So we're just gonna need to look for first team quality center backs. Oops, did not mean to do that. Position. Center back, tactical fit, counterattack, overall condition, first team quality, no further details needed. George Friend is there. I will scout or at least shortlist him. Probably won't sign him as a first choice option, but it would be a very good backup as I have used him in the past, especially since we will be in a back five, can kind of hide him a little bit. I guess that's kind of bad to say, but it would work very well. Geez, Alexander Andrews, Youth Academy. This guy is going to be so good for us. But he's still only 15 years old. 63 overall, 90 to 94 potential. He is just going to be amazing for us once he eventually gets promoted. It's just another one. It's one of those things that I'm sitting there waiting, just waiting for him to get to be old enough, and then he will take the league by storm. So Macaulay Langstaff, do we go mobile striker just to kind of make sure that pace is going up, but most importantly that shot power and long shots? Because let's be honest, there's going to be a lot of times where there's no other better option, and might as well just boot it long. So, I mean, Namane's never going to switch to that right wing back. It's going to take way too long. But moving Crowley to this left wing position should not take that much time. Yeah, it only takes 2 weeks. Jody Jones. Can we switch him to... See, another thing is, like, do I try to keep Jody Jones? But the problem is he isn't going to progress at all, so I will just keep him transfer listed. Lennon, we will switch to left wing back. He is very, very good. One of our better players. Plus, he's a 5-star weak foot, so that certainly will help him. And Matt Palmer at that center mid position will do wonders for us. Chickson, I'll move to left wing back. Probably not going to sell him because I would like a little bit of depth at that outside back, especially kind of proven depth. But we will need some new center backs. But other than that, I feel very confident. Let's check the board objectives. I assume it's... Ooh, actually got some pretty good objectives. We're going to get that through Sepulveda. We're going to get that through George Friend. And the rest of it, we don't really have to worry about all that much. I'm feeling good about this team. Plus, we're going to get a whole lot of money with this Jody Jones deal and also with Randall. Oh, I didn't even check how much money we have. 9 million? We have $9 million? Bro, we can... Wow. That is amazing. We can really pursue some of these center backs then. Obviously, always look to get some free agents, just never know what they're going to end up looking like. But let's go. That is amazing. We got a pretty good wage budget. You know, let's look for a legit right wing back, because we can put Namain at left or at right wing. Maybe we can move Sepulveda from right wing to left wing. Crowley can move to center mid or just kind of a off the bench type of player. Ooh. Hold up, I might be cooking here. I might be cooking. I might be... Also, I've yet to really, actually pursue and buy any players. So my entire value system is purely based off of our own player sales. So, might be completely stupid to try to be making all these deals. Might actually work out perfectly. How do I block offers? There we go. Blocking offers for Aiden Stone. He's our #1 keeper. No chance I'm going to be getting rid of him anytime soon. All right, let's check the calendar, see... Do we have a game this month? We do not. First game is the 3rd, which is actually pretty good because we can just kind of sit here, build the team a little bit more. Because we got our preseason tournament invites on the... Ooh, Jody Jones has been sold. Just over $1 million to Stoke City. Very, very good bit of business since he wasn't going to play for us anyway. But we'll go back to the scouting report the 12th once our preseason tournament invite arrives. Will Randall for $840 to Dusseldorf in the 2nd division of Germany, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another $2 million right there. Ooh, Crowley, that's a good chunk of money. Gonna try to get him for a little bit more, because we could sell him, move Nomane to that right wing position, Sepulveda over to the left, and that gives us a little bit more money to maybe look at a good center back, or not center back, central midfielder. Because as much as I love Bostic, I don't know if he's going to cut it in this upper kind of tier, upper level of League One. Like, I just don't know if his skills will necessarily translate over. Especially since it looks like we're only going to be able to sign one right wing back. But free agents, got a couple of them coming through from our scout. Another. All right, so we do. There are some veteran options. We're definitely going to sign one of them, just to kind of be an extra player. Rakasins I have used in a series in the past, so don't know if I'll look to buy him, but at the same time, I might, just because I have used him in the past. He used to have good potential. Don't know what his potential is currently. They're all 3.5-star difficulty. We'll just go for the most money. Team strategy. Midfield moved down 1. Defense moved up 1. Alright. Defense is really lacking, which we'll see if we can get a counter-attacking defensive coach. He's not counter-attacking, but he is an excellent all-around coach. We do have a silver counter-attacking defensive coach that we will hire here. And let's try to get another attacking coach. Like that really, really good guy. Let's just hire him for attacking. But he's best as a defensive coach. Let's just stack up on the defensive coaches. Like, I mean, a 5-star defensive coach. Can't pass up on that. Let's see. Can we move? What does he do? So Ratcliffe doesn't really do anything for any of the other positions. Sharp being moved would add a lot to goalkeeping, but I'd rather have it be moved to midfield. And we got a nice little coaching staff we're kind of putting together right now. Wait, I can see the stars here. I'm an idiot. Can we hire another coach? Or I think it's capped at 6. I think it is capped at 6. Oh, it's not. Okay, so Kendall will eventually work his way up to the counterattacking style. See, the nice thing is, I'm not really going to use gegenpressing, park the bus, or wing play. So between tiki-taka, kick and rush, counterattack, we will just kind of build a pretty decent kind of group of players. All right, we're at a weekly salary. Oh, coach slots are full. Well, we have a 4-star goalie coach anyway. I don't think we need to hire anyone else. I think we should be pretty good in that department. Crowley sale, $1.5 million. Ooh. I think we got to do it in the name of improvement. In the name of, let's get some better coaches in here. Or better players in here. Yeah. I mean, it's a tough bit of business. He was very good for us last year. But we're big time now, okay? We don't have time for mediocre coaches. We don't have time for mediocrity in general. We have to start dominating, start playing well. And we got to put our best players in position to do that. Unfortunately, Daniel Crowley is leaving. A little over $1.5 million. That money's going to go to use, but doesn't make it that much less sad. And he was just about to be changed to a left winger. And it's tough. It really is, but you know, it's part of the business sometimes. Plus, that means we can make Sepulveda a true inverted winger, and he will really, really look to do some damage there. So yeah, we need center back, right wing back. That's kind of it. But we got to change the position, the development plan of these two guys. Sepulveda, actually, you're going to be a left winger, buddy. Practically the same thing, though. Don't know why it takes extra time to switch. Nemane, switch to right winger. I mean, he practically already is. Paul Lennon at that left wing back. Development plan, let's go attacking. Because I think his defending is decent enough right now with 69 stand tackle. Let's just get those offensive stats up right now. And I think that's the only thing we can change right now. Alright, go back to the transfers. Any center mids? We got a lot of center mids. But the real question is our first team quality still so low that none of these guys will truly be an upgrade? That is my only concern. Because, you know, Leo Connor's here. He's only a 64 overall. But he is 23 years old, 81 stamina. So we will shortlist him as a very likely signing. Because I don't want to just sign free agents because of kind of how kind of unfair they are, because you get them for so cheap. But sometimes they just, it's too easy to it's too hard to ignore them. You know, I want to try signing, you know, real players, not generated players, but I mean, sometimes when, you know, life gives you lemons, sometimes you gotta make lemonade. Even though you don't want lemonade, sometimes you just gotta suck it up and have some lemonade. I mean, preseason, I expect us to lose all these games. We have a striker and a left mid playing center back. So, not really expecting much out of our team this early. Alright, let's go to the scouting report, check on these players, check their overalls. 67 overall Max Rosenfelder. Definitely want to sign him. And 66 overall Abraham. And most importantly, very easy names to say. Then we got signed Friend and Donati as backups and kind of rotational players, since they are older and obviously will be regressing rather quickly. And Luke Zander can also look to scout. Whoa, we just got a lot of free agents just pop up out of nowhere. Nice Chinese center mid. He's got a lot of stamina. Iranian. All right, but I like the center backs that we scouted, and we'll sign them after this game. Actually, we'll sign them after the entirety of preseason's over. 3-1 loss to Mansfield Town. Well, they're down in League 2. We're up in League 1, so who's the real winner? That's my question. Not selling Langstaff. No matter how much money you offer, do not want to have to go through the turmoil of trying to find a new striker. Found one that I like to use already. Not going to try to go overboard and change anything anytime soon. 2-2 draw against Kilman Rock. Not at all a bad result. But now this is where we start to make some deals. We go to the well, first we're going to save in case the game crashes in the middle of us doing everything. And then we'll go in and we'll start wheeling and dealing a little bit. So we do have still no right wing back overalls revealed. O'Connor's already jumped to a 65 overall. Alright, so Max Rosenfelder. 6'1", good jumping stats, good reaction stats, not the quickest. Good slide tackle, good stand tackle, 70 short pass, jockey, and anticipate traits, but he is unwilling to relocate. Well, that hurts. Abraham is willing to move, 6 foot. He's got low attacking work rate, high defensive work rate, good jumping, pretty decent defensive stats, jockey, and aerial specialist. That's going to be a very positive thing for us. So after those counterattacking, there's probably going to be a decent amount of balls whipped into the box. So we'll try to lowball him early here. Nice little 1.75 mil. A little bit under market value. How about 1,850? Get him a little bit under market value. All right. Good little bit of business there. All right, let's work out the terms for his deal. Squad role is crucial. Completely okay with that. Let's get him on a 3-year deal. I think that would be pretty reasonable. Release clause of 3.9 mil. I will accept that. Because if we can get him up to that high of an overall, we'll be completely okay with that. Signing bonus, clean sheets. Yeah, I think it's a good deal for us. Also a very fair deal. There he is. First signing of Season 2, Abraham. Also like the fact, one single name, and it's also a name I know how to pronounce. So that will always give you bonus points in my book. But we don't need to see him run the treadmill. 1.85 million. And I think we can buy a lot of players because we've just barely scratched the surface with that one. And I also think we do have to buy Lee Connor, or sign Lee Connor, because athletically very well rounded. He's going to have to do a lot of running in our system. He has 81 stamina, so that'll work. Technically not the greatest, but then again, who really is in our midfield right now? Because him alongside Palmer, with Bostic coming on as a little bit of a defensive fortitude, a little bit of defensive help, that could be quite the midfield unit. And we sign in O'Connor for obviously free from the free agents list on a relatively low deal. Like said he was going to ask for, what was it, 5.1k, and we got him on 2.7. So George Friend, short-term solution, older player, just a little bit something different. So that I think we'll just delegate this. No need to go and negotiate with him. Donati has the power header trait, so a good player to send up late in the games, kind of sub on, kind of handle business towards the end of games. We still have a whole lot of money. So I'm wondering, do I accept the Langstaff deal for the 2.25 million and go all out for some Wonder Kid striker? Because let's just go to the Premier League. I don't think we'd be able to get any Premier League players, potentially. But let's just look at young strikers. Like, I'm talking under 21s. And if we can't straight up sign any of them, see if we can do a little loan to buy option. So, Trimiti, really 6'4", career mode YouTuber that I watch uses him, so I'm really interested in him. David Datro Fofana, also very interested in him. Hoyland we're not going to be able to get. Charlie McNeil, loan listed, so we can just shortlist him. Dane Scarlett, ooh. Jay Stansfield. So I think we'll have to wait a little bit for our scouts to kind of come back before we can really start to scout these players. But at the same time, like, I know, like, obviously none of these guys are going to want to just straight up join us. But if we can negotiate some sort of loan to buy with any of these guys. Ooh, David Datro. I've used him in the past. He's very good. Loan to buy. Alright, they accept a 2-year loan. 1 year, okay, that works for me. Only problem is, what's the transfer fee going to be? Let's just go a 50-50 wage split. They want to go 60-40. I'm okay with that. Future fee of 8.4 million. That sounds really good to me. Only question is, will he accept? Honestly, don't think he necessarily will. But we'll have to see if he does. If he does, that is a huge signing for us. And if not, you know what? We tried. You know, it doesn't hurt to try every once in a while. says Macaulay Langstaff, 2.3 million. Can we push it? Lowest I'll go is a little over 2.5 million. But I'll start it at 3, a little over 3. Because I might have to really cook up some good transfers out of this. Because we have a whole lot of money and a whole lot of area to improve. Let's sim to the 31st. See if we get any deals done. Donati and Friend have both accepted. Langstaff 2.65. Gonna have to accept that one. But first, let's bring in some center backs. Alejandro Donati, 64 overall, almost 64 years in age. But every team's got a good veteran defender in it usually, so obviously makes sense. And of course, George Friend as well. Nice little bit of business there by us. And gonna accept the both Chickson deal and Langstaff because I really want this Fofana deal to go through. 5'11", 4-star weak foot. He's got chip shot, technical flair, and quick step traits. Put a good development plan on him. Will work excellently for this team. So, I mean, sorry to leave you guys on a little bit of cliffhanger, but there isn't really much that we can immediately do regarding the starting lineups and just kind of transfer plan heading forward. But we can kind of make a change or two as far as the team goes right now. Because as things currently sit, this is how we will line up. It's not the prettiest by any margin, but is at least manageable. You know, if we have to jump into a game like this, I would not hate it. But obviously, Langstaff is probably going to be leaving. New right wing back coming in. Probably new striker if Fofana's deal goes through. And it's going to be a rough time for us potentially in the future. Because the other thing is, man, this Alexander Andrews. I just want him to be 16 years old. So he's going to be starting for us immediately. Actually, well, considering his overall not immediately, might loan him out for half a year, especially if we bring in Fofana, and then kind of shift Fofana to a right winger for next season. Alexander at striker, so got a lot of things to figure out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we'll finish out the transfer window, play our first game with this new team, and try to get a nice win. And I'll see you all then.